Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue now from the ninth thing that the broke guy should do to the 16th one. So the ninth thing that you need to do if you're broke, you need to read more. Okay, you need to read important things about your mindset, about success, about money. You need to educate yourself. The reason actually you're broke is because you're not competent. So you need to increase your competency. And also remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. People who know more are respected. They're able to see opportunities, and they're able to think much more critically in terms of just connecting dots. So you need to read more. If you're spending your time watching television or sitting around talking to friends, junk all those friends. Reading more improves your decision making, improves your awareness, and improves your literacy in all levels of life. So that's the ninth thing that a broke guy should do. The 10th thing you have to do, and most guys lack this, is you need to improve your communication. You need to learn how to make eye contact when you're talking to people. You need to be articulate. You need to know how you groom yourself, how you present yourself, how you show up, how to dress up, hold your head up, shoulders back, make eye contact, be clean, clean up, shave properly, smell nice. Don't go around smelling like sweat. People are not even going to want your company. People who communicate well and who are able to articulate themselves are normally easier to trust, because someone who has an opportunity will feel that you're someone who is reliable, someone that they can understand. So that is something you need to work on. Do not isolate yourself, sit around in a room playing video games or moping around. So work on your communication. And of course, reading a lot also is going to help, so that you can string together words and so that you can make sense when somebody is talking to you. Many people fail in interviews. I've sat in interview panels where people fail because they cannot communicate. They start panicking and so on. So work on your communication. That's very, very important. And then the 11th thing is you need to be financially literate. Learn about assets versus liabilities. Learn about how the banking system works. Why do banks keep your money? What are interest rates? The cooperative circles that you have around, which ones are giving the highest returns? Which ones are the most reliable? How can you join financial communities? How do you best invest your money? Which businesses are the best? Which kind of business can you start with? 5,000, with 10,000, with 50,000, with 2 million, with 2 billion, and so on and so forth. You need to be financially literate. How do you save your money? How does compound interest works? So this is just basic financial literacy that you need to have. What are the advantages of having a job versus being employed versus being self-employed versus having a business? You need to learn about Robert Kiyosaki's 4 quadrants and so on. How you move from being employed to being having a business that you're running yourself versus having a business that you have employed others and having passive income. Those are things you need to learn. If you're a broke guy, you need to learn all these things, because knowledge is power. So that's very important. And then the 12th thing is you need to focus your efforts on a few things so that you don't spread yourself thin. I've seen guys who are broke, but you find he's running 10 businesses. You're not going to be able to do that. You're going to spread yourself thin. And as the Swahili say, mtaka yote ukosa yote. So have like 5 streams of income. Prioritize. The one that gives you the highest return, of course, is going to be the one that you need to give the most effort. Get the biggest bang for your buck. So focus yourself. Channel your energy properly. Don't scatter it all over around. That's the 12th thing that you need to know. The 13th thing that a broke guy should do is to learn to say no. Most broke guys also happen to be people pleasers. You have a relative who is slacking around, who is lazy. They give birth to children, and they expect you to educate them. They expect you to be sending them handouts. They expect you to be rescuing them out of their financial mess all the time. So you have this black tax that is keeping you down and holding you back. So you need to learn to say, put yourself first. Most guys who are successful, you will find, they are what belong to what we call the dark triad, or the dark triad personality. You find that they're either narcissists, they're psychopaths, or they're Machiavellian characters. So you need to get a balance. Of course, it doesn't mean that you don't take care of anybody else, but you need to put yourself first, okay? When you look at, in the aeroplane, when you take a plane, you're told that when there's a crisis and the oxygen masks fall, you're told to fix yourself, your oxygen mask first before you fix that of another person. So you must always put yourself first if you're going to be useful to others. The Chinese say that there's time to gather energy and there's time to use energy. So give yourself time to gather your financial strength before you can actually share it. Some people share it before they even have enough. So that's very, very important. You learn to say no, okay? Very important. And then the 14th thing, which is destroying many men, and you find guys who are running businesses that are not going anywhere, it's because they are average. You tell a guy to build for you a chair, they bring a mediocre chair that has the finishing is poor. You tell a guy to do for you maybe some graphic design, they do a poor job, they deliver it late, you know. So they want to be average, they don't want to deliver superior service, and that is destroying a lot of men. So never be average, always seek to be among the best, deliver exceptional quality service, and seek excellence. Always seek excellence in everything that you do, in how you communicate, in how you show up, in how you talk to your customers, and in the kind of work that you do. You must always deliver excellent quality if you want to get yourself out of a broke situation. Many guys who are broke are always average, very comfortable. They are half-assing themselves through life. They don't give 100%, they give 75%, and then they expect their lives to change. That is not going to happen. You have to apply yourself, and you have to exceed expectations. Excellence should be your way of life, and you must always pursue excellence. The 15 things you have to do as a broke guy is you need to get rid of all your addictions. All these broke guys are either addicted to sitting around, idling, sleeping, sex, pornography, alcohol, gambling, video games, and so on. You need to get rid of all your addictions. You need to be very stoic. You need to be very strong. You need to fast. And that's why Amerix talks about taking cold showers in the morning. A cold shower makes you mentally tough, and it also gives you a source of dopamine that is much more meaningful. For example, of course, when you're taking a cold shower, it feels very uncomfortable and all that. But in a short while after you've dried yourself and dressed up, you're going to feel much, much better. So in the same way, you should get rid of all the sources of dopamine like alcohol and gambling and sex. The source of dopamine for you should be success. You set goals, kill those goals, and then you're going to feel the dopamine rush. And that's the sense that we call fulfillment. So control your dopamine, kill all your addictions. You're going to be hungrier and focused. And the 16th thing and the last thing is that if all else fails, don't be shy to look for help, seek advice, get a consultant. Many guys have reached out to me and I've been able to advise guys, but I'm also charging because it's also time consuming. So look for help, look for mentors, go to the internet, read books, talk to somebody you respect, somebody who's older than you. If there's a businessman who you admire, talk to them. If there's someone who you love how they run their life, talk to them, look for help. In most cases, the mindset that brought you into the problem you are in may not be the same mindset that will get you out of it. So those are the 16 things that a broke man needs to do to get himself out of his situation. So I'll see you next time. Bye.